fail.
Hello everyone, welcome to the first episode in our ongoing devlog series as we develop Space Scum. The past few weeks have been extraordinary, with a warm reception the game received at Gamescom, launching the playtest, and keeping up with the thousands of feedback items you've provided us. We didn't expect so many of you to participate in the early playtest, and to our surprise, over 5,000 of you created a mercenary warband and forged adventures in deep space, and almost 400 of you completed a feedback form. Altogether, that's over 6,500 bits of feedback, not even including all of the conversations we've been having in the Discord server and Steam community posts. So to kick things off with our first devlog, we thought it would be fun to go back to the playtest, share some insights we've uncovered from your feedback, and give you some details as to what you can expect next as we develop Space Scum. First, let's talk weapons, because everyone is in complete disagreement. And honestly, that's a good thing. We really tried to balance the ranged weapons, since in the earlier builds, most players were leaning on the overpowered assault rifle. Since then, we've nerfed the assault rifle and provided each weapon unique abilities and niches to allow players to experiment with playstyles and develop their own strategies. But don't worry, there will be adjustments coming to melee weapons in future updates. But for the time being, we wanted melee to feel useful but not overpowered. You see, throughout the playtest, you guys said to us that melee weapons were at times overpowered and underpowered, depending on the situation. So we're really pleased to see that melee weapons is a top 3 favorite and least favorite weapon. Our goal in the long run with weapons is to have players play the game differently and for there to be no official meta. We're also thinking about synergies between different weapons, such as the SMG suppress ability combined with the pistol's execute ability. That's a lot of damage. Personally, the SMG was one of my favorites despite it being one of the least favored weapons and unfavored weapons according to you guys, but that's just me. On a separate note, reading your feedback really put a smile on our faces as it showed us that you all have lives outside of gaming and that we should too. After all, it's important to take breaks from time to time and touch grass. Some of our personal favorite items from this question, why did you stop playing and why, were, I was playing while working. Work is over. I have to pee. I only stopped playing to go to work. Steve. We're pleased that Space Scum has become a part of your personal lives, and we hope to continue improving the game. Overall, most of you seem to enjoy your time playing Space Scum, with an average of 89.6% of you saying you would recommend the game to a friend. The average enjoyment during the early stages of the playtest was around 7.74 out of 10, and then as we took in your feedback and added updates, the enjoyment ratings increased to 8.3. One of the biggest difficulty modifiers for us was dungeons and wandering encounters. Originally, we had the second dungeon filled with mercenaries, but this proved to be too punishing in the early stages of the game. We also eased off the difficulty of some of the monsters, so players could have time between story missions to recover and level up their squads. Though, some monsters are still a bit challenging to take on.
I'm not afraid anymore!
The total playtime spent in the playtest was a range of around 2 to 5 hours, with 20% of you pushing over 10 hours. The exception being Steve. We're not sure how long Steve played, or if Steve is a number, but we do know one thing. Steve is as Steve does. All hail Steve. Now let's talk future content, because we know there's a lot of things missing in the current version of the game, and we appreciate all of the ideas and feedback you've given us. So far, the most requested features are more content, missions, and variety, followed by a complete polish of the user interface and user experience. Your feedback on the user interface confirmed our thoughts, and we completely agree. It needs attention. Besides revisiting the general usability aspects of the user interface, we're also producing some mock-ups in a new style that should give the game a boost and make it more fun to play. So stay tuned for that update on our socials. Before we end today's devlog, there is one surprise we encountered from your feedback and we thought we'd share with you. And that's the reception towards the different origin stories. If we're honest, most of the origins were last-minute additions, so we weren't expecting to get much feedback on that front. But to our surprise, over 50% of you tried different origins beyond the tutorial. We now see that these different stories mean a lot to you as the player, so we're going to make sure they are scaled, balanced, and tweaked to be a lot more fun before the official demo launches. We'll be doing more future devlogs, so keep your eyes peeled on YouTube and the official Discord server. Our goal is to have these devlogs give you more of an insight into what's going on with the day-to-day development of the game, and some of the rationale behind the development decisions made. So on that note, thank you for watching today's devlog, and thank you so much for all of your feedback. If you have any questions about the game, feel free to write in the comments below or reach out to us on Discord. We are incredibly grateful for all of your feedback and support. We hope to do you all proud in the coming months as we bring you the best version of Space Scum. So we'll see you in the next episode, and stay tuned for more information.
You failed.